10 interesting facts you should know about peacocks. The peacock is one of the most beautiful birds that exist. They're known for their magnificent feathers and their train or tail. And we can find them in both the wild and in captivity all around the world. However, there are many things that you probably don't know about these fascinating birds. So today, we'll tell you 10 interesting facts you need to know about peacocks. Let's get started. Number 1. Peacocks can only be found in the Old World. If you thought you could see these beautiful birds anywhere in the world, you'd be wrong. While we can find them in many places today, they're native only to the Old World. This means that you can find them in countries like India, Sri Lanka, Central Asia, and Africa, but not in America or Australia. Peacocks were actually introduced into new territories by humans, such as in Florida, where they were first released in the 19th century. Also, even though they look similar, each region has its own type of peacock. For example, Indian peacocks have a green neck, while Sri Lankan peacocks have a red neck. No, 2. The name peacock comes from the Greek word for many eyes. As we mentioned before, the peacock's tail is one of its most recognizable features, but it wasn't always called a tail. In fact, the bird was named by the ancient Greeks after its tail feathers because they reminded them of the pupil of an eye. Because of this, the bird became a symbol of the goddess Hera, who was the wife of Zeus and also the goddess of the eyes. Number 3. Peacocks don't have a natural predator. When peacocks were first introduced into an environment, they had no predators. Because of this, their population increased rapidly, which led to them becoming pests. They would feed on crops and destroy them, which caused farmers to hate them. To solve this problem, some people came up with the idea of hunting peacocks, which is something that still happens today in some places. But if a peacock lives in the wild, it's very likely that nothing will hunt them. Number 4. The peacock's tail is used for attracting a partner. One of the main reasons why peacocks are so popular around the world is because of their tail. Male peacocks have incredibly beautiful tails with shimmering blue and green feathers. And they use these tails to attract a partner. During mating season, male peacocks open their tails wide and shake them from side to side to impress the female. The larger the tail and the brighter the colors, the more likely the peacock is to attract a mate. But the females aren't the only ones that are impressed by the tails. Humans have been fascinated by peacocks since ancient times, and many cultures have peacocks in their art, literature, and mythology. Number 5. Peacocks can live up to 20 years. Most birds don't live for very long, and this is one of the reasons why many people think that they're not suitable pets. However, peacocks are the exception to this rule, as they can live up to 20 years. Of course, this depends on many factors, such as whether the peacock is in captivity or in the wild, what they eat, and if they're exposed to diseases. But in general, peacocks tend to live longer than most birds. Number 6. Peacocks can fly. Even though they're very heavy and have large tails, peacocks can actually fly. They can reach speeds of up to 40 miles per hour and fly up to 60 feet into the air. However, they don't usually do this unless they are trying to escape a predator or find a new tree to roost in. In general, peacocks prefer to walk rather than fly. Number 7. Peacocks are omnivores. While some birds only eat meat and others only eat plants, peacocks have a varied diet. They're happy eating both meat and plants, which means that they can survive in a wide range of environments. Peacocks will typically eat anything that they can find, including snakes, frogs, lizards, small mammals, fruit, seeds, and grain. This makes them very efficient hunters and also very adaptable eaters. Number 8. Peacocks have special scales on their feet. One thing that you may not have noticed when looking at a peacock is the scales on their feet. These scales are a beautiful iridescent color and serve an important purpose. They help the peacock grip branches when they're roosting and also protect their feet from injury. Peacocks spend a lot of time walking and running, so it's important that their feet are in good condition. Number 9. Peacocks are social animals. Unlike some other birds, peacocks don't like to be alone. They're social animals who live in groups of up to 20 birds. This makes them very fun to have around, as they're always playing, preening, and socializing with each other. Peacocks are also very vocal animals and will make a variety of sounds. These sounds can be very loud and piercing, but they're also very beautiful and can be enjoyed by humans. Number 10. Peacocks can recognize themselves in the mirror. One of the most amazing things about peacocks is their intelligence. They're one of the few animals who can recognize themselves in the mirror. This means that they understand that the bird looking back at them is actually themselves. This is a very advanced cognitive ability, and not many animals are capable of doing this. It's thought that peacocks are able to do this because they are very visual creatures and rely heavily on their eyesight. We hope that you enjoyed learning about peacocks. These are truly amazing creatures, and we're lucky to have them on our planet. We think peacocks are beautiful, intelligent, and fascinating animals, and we hope that you agree. But before you go, we'd like to hear from you. What's your favorite thing about peacocks? Why do you think they're so special? Tell us in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on our videos. Thanks for watching.